Let's react to some wavy hair routines on YouTube, and I already know that some of these are gonna hurt my soul. Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're brand new here, hi, my name's Courtney, and I love all things wavy curly hair science, and figuring out all the nitty-gritty, deep dark details of getting the healthiest hair of your life. Over the past 6 years, my hair has transformed from looking something like this to looking like this. Currently, you may be staring at me and going, why should I care what your opinion is about healthy hair, specifically waves and curls? Your hair doesn't look all that wavy. It looks pretty darn straight. Why, yes, that is correct. I may or may not be in the process of filming a video talking all about my tips and tricks on how to get your hair to air dry really smooth and shiny if you have a stronger wave pattern or curl pattern in your hair, so you can take a break from having to style it. Honestly, I think styling breaks are the reason I am still embracing my waves and curls. It's because I give myself the grace to have a day where I just wash it and condition it and do some minor detailed adjustments to my routine and let it fully air dry. I look like a fairly normal human. My hair health isn't compromised. I don't necessarily look like I've stuck my finger in a light socket, which is what used to happen when I would try and just wash and air dry my hair 5 years ago before I learned how to care for my hair. It would look terrible. But now I can take these lovely styling breaks, not compromise the health of my hair, and go straight back into wearing it wavy curly when I'm ready to do the full routine. Speaking of routines, we are going to be reacting to wavy hair routines on YouTube. I have had the absolute pleasure of being a curl coach over the past 5 years. I have helped hundreds of women get their ideal waves and curls through curl coaching sessions. Those are a lot of fun to do. If that is something that you are interested in, there are more details over on my website. However, let's look at some of these routines and see what these girls are doing. Let's see how this goes. This is going to be rapid fire. This is going to be short form videos. Y'all seemed to really enjoy that last time we did a reacts video. We took a good look at Zendaya's curly hair routine and when people copied her routine, what the results were. So without further ado, let's check out these wavy hair routines on YouTube.
So here's what I do when I don't have 45 minutes to spend on my hair. Starting on soaking wet hair, I use my leave-in, which doubles as a heat protectant, and then I rake in my curl cream before I go in and rope my hair, which helps with clump formation. Taking a gel, I apply it to the lengths of my hair with a praying hands motion before going through it and scrunching to help encourage my wave.
This beautiful human is Sophie Marie, and if I'm remembering correctly, she is famous for making the bowl method go viral. She did make some modifications to the bowl method for her and her hair, wherein you get a bowl full of water, apply curl cream to your hair, dunk your hair in the bowl of water, and it gives insanely juicy curl clumps. In fact, I have tested out that routine before. She is skipping the bowl method this time, and she's not hanging upside down. That is one of the biggest complaints that I get on my YouTube videos, that washing your hair upside down is not an option for you. So you need upright styling routines. Here you go. She heard, she's answering. I'm sure she got some of those same comments on her videos. I will disagree with her a little bit that squeezing your hair together and roping the product into it causes better clump formation. Clumps are formed by the amount of water that is in your hair. And the whole thing with having a super quick routine is less water in your hair means it dries faster, you're done with your routine a little bit quicker. So that's, I think, what she's going for, having less water in her hair. The way I do a super fast routine and remove a lot of water from my hair is to form my curl clumps first in the shower with no product in my hair, really wring out as much excess water from my hair as I possibly can, then I apply product to it. She's working on getting her curls to clump together with very little water in them, and that can be really tricky, but we haven't seen her full routine yet, so let's keep going.
wave formation. Notice how my hair is still super wet here? You can use a spray bottle if you need to. And when scrunching, I firmly squeeze and pulse my hands to really get the gel in there. While my hair is plopping for 15 minutes, I do stuff like eat breakfast or put my makeup on for the day. And then I'm gonna diffuse with medium heat instead of cooler like I normally do, just to speed up this process. Making sure to flip my...
Absolutely, I did not mean to pause it there. I'm sorry, Sophie. Turning the dryer up doesn't actually necessarily heat damage your hair. You can turn up the dryer to medium heat 9 times out of 10 with very little risk to causing major heat damage. It also speeds up dry time significantly. So do yourself a favor and turn your dryer up to medium heat at least when you're diffusing.
My hair from side to side for volume. My hair takes forever to dry, so once it was about 95% done, I clipped it up to air dry, and here it is. I definitely prefer spending more time to get consistent, even results, but this is what I do in a pinch, and I'm pretty happy. So here's what I do when I don't.
I did not pause it at the right spot. Hold on, I saw something. Yeah, right there. I don't know why it says loading. Hold on. Nope, it's still loading.
Didn't even.
There we go. I got the little loading circle to go away. This is definitely less curl enhanced or shiny as her hair can be. I have seen this girl rock the most insane, shiny, billowy, loose waves when she does her bowl method. My hair does this too, and that's why it took me so long to perfect my super quick, insanely fast curly hair routine. It took a long time to figure it out because I was noticing really stringy bits, some frizz, and less shine. I am noticing that on her as well, compared to what her hair can look like, has looked like in the past. You can see that it's a little stringier. It's still absolutely gorgeous. Also, P.S., I'm approaching this as a curl coach, nitpicking details here, small tweaks, small adjustments for maximum results. There is absolutely nothing wrong with how anyone does their curly hair, styles their waves. Do what works for you. And if you are thrilled with the result, that is all that matters. This video is meant to give you more information so that you can make tweaks and adjustments to your hair care routine for your favorite results. So anything I'm saying is not a negative. It's just, if you do this, this might be the result. If you do this, this may be the result. I hope that makes sense.
Hey guys, fun fact, I actually don't have completely straight hair. I have like kind of wavy-ish hair. This is just right out of the shower without brushing it yet. I'm not saying that's curly, okay? Curly, please don't come after me.
That is a prerequisite, a precursor to every wavy hair video. We have to emphasize, we're not saying it's curly. Please don't attack us in the comments. I've gotten so many comments telling me my hair is not curly. Man, if I had $1 for every comment I got saying, your hair's not curly, Courtney. I know. My handle is Swavy Curly Courtney. S Waves. Yes, that's what I'm saying my hair is. It's S Waves, and I do have some actual full-on ringlets in my hair. They just hide. I feel this girl so much. I'm with you, Lillian.
I'm gonna show you what I do with it. So this is when I brush it. And just because I brushed it and it's straightened out doesn't mean that it's completely straight, okay? Okay, now that it's completely brushed out, I use this leave-in conditioner. I think, yeah, it's a leave-in treatment.
Okay, I like that Redken leave-in conditioner. It is really nice at repairing salt bonds in your hair. If your hair is color treated at all, it's very effective. I found that those products were insanely heavily fragranced, and I actually had kind of an allergic reaction to the fragrances in those products. So I don't pick them up very often. I did try them out and I do like them and I do recommend them, but be forewarned, lots of fragrance. Also, I appreciate that she is not grabbing insane amounts of leave-in conditioner. I have seen a lot of short form videos where girls are grabbing palmfuls of curl cream and leave-in conditioner and applying it to fairly low density hair and just like gobs on their hair. Ooh, that does hurt my soul. She's grabbing a good amount of product. She's not killing my heart.
All right, so that's what it looks like, and I just put it in all over, like that. Okay, now.
I spoke too soon. She applied that to only half of her head. I feel like that would have been enough for her entire head of hair.
That's all my hair. I scrunch it a little bit,
Okay.
Before I add in mousse, just to get it a little bit started first. Now I'm gonna use the Kendra mousse, and I'm gonna just scrunch it in. Does anybody else love mousse? Like, it's so fluffy.
I love mousse. It is so fluffy. It makes me so happy.
I love it. That was a lot. All right, now that the mousse is in, I scrunch it with a towel.
All right, that looked like the Aquis towel. Aquis. Love that she's using a microfiber towel. I think her hair wasn't soaking wet enough when she applied the product to her hair.
All right, and that's all that I do. If you have any tips for me, let me know in the comments.
I has tips. That is not terrible. If I were you, I would test out applying the products upside down. This is one of those things for wavy hair. We really struggle with wave enhancement, curl enhancement, all the way to the root. The weight of the water will weigh down your hair very, very quickly. You can see here that there's not just a whole lot of volume up at her crown area. I think that is because she didn't flip her head upside down. I would like to see her apply the products on soaking wet hair. I think this is one reason Sophie Marie's bowl method went so viral, because it gets the hair actually wet enough. Wavy hair needs insane amounts of water to clump together properly and not look super stringy. The last thing I would love to see Lillian do is diffuse her hair. I think there would be some insane curl enhancement, wave enhancement, and overall longer lasting results. Oh, one more tip. Maybe before applying the mousse to the hair, add in a hair gel. Just a little bit of hair gel for a little bit more hold.
If you're a curly police, keep scrolling. If you have curly hair, wavy hair, or even slightly wavy hair, please finally let me change your life. I think at this point you guys can recite this routine word for word. Fill in the blank.
Flaresol bottle. I don't know if that's it. I have seen Ashley do her routine before. I haven't watched it too terribly much. I think she's talking about water bottle, add water, Flaresol bottle. Do you know? Let us know in the comments down below what Ashley's fill in the blank is, because I'm not 100% certain, but that's a Flaresol bottle, continuous mister bottle. There's a lot of names for that.
I'm back in Jersey, which is crazy. I rave about the spray bottle because it just makes it so much easier without having to go under the sink. Wet brush, okay? Brush this one time and then that is it. Water in Jersey is unmatched. Like, my hair feels so soft.
That is a big deal. If you travel and you notice that in certain places your hair is acting way better, way softer, way shinier, it could be the hardness level of the water, whether it's soft or super hard. I personally have incredibly hard water where I live, and I have been testing out various shower filters for a long while now. And I think I've actually found one now that filters out more than just chlorine, but actually gets that calcium and magnesium out of the water, which is the hard water minerals that make the water feel bad, that make your hair feel dry and brittle and hard water buildup-y on your hair. But she is so right. Water plays a huge deal in how your hair feels. It sounds like the water in Jersey is pretty soft, which is pretty cool.
You know what's next? Leave-in conditioner. If you want long and healthy hair, I focus it on the mids and the ends because that's usually where there's the most breakage. You don't have to use as much products as me, but I go kind of crazy.
Actually, that's not that bad. That is a lot, but it's not the most leave-in conditioner I've ever seen. I can't tell how high density or low density her hair is, but it is pretty long. That's kind of a lot of leave-in conditioner, actually. Yeah, I would use less, but it's fine.
Star of the show. Way is the way. Still not sponsored to this day. Wait, that rhymes also. Dr. Seuss, is that you? I use quite a lot. If your hair is shorter and thinner, and you obviously don't need this much, put your hands flat, rake the product. Do not be afraid to get it in the roots. Please bear with me.
I totally agree with her. You don't have to be afraid of getting curl cream or leave-in conditioner at your roots. There is this near pathological fear in some people about getting stuff all the way to your roots and it making your roots look greasy. I disagree. I think it's going to condition your hair from root to tip and minimize halo frizz and breakage. But girl, why are we doing both a leave-in conditioner and a curl cream? It's kind of a lot.
If you're new here, I am going to sound crazy throughout this entire thing. Repeat on the other side. Next, 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 next. Moose. I switch back and forth, of course. They're both good. This is really where you're gonna question me, but yes, this is very necessary. Because what does mousse equal? Yeah.
I think she meant volume. Mousse equals volume. That was a lot of product. Very cute, very funny, applying it directly to the roots like that. But that was a lot of product.
I want like my curls to be out to here, okay? The hair in my hands, like I can't. The amount of hairballs that are on my vanity. I'm really so serious about this. Sideways, upside down. As always, gently put your hair back.
So she used the mousse on her roots and then used the foam on her mid-lengths to ends. 100% agree with her. Flipping the hair upside down, turning it from side to side as you scrunch is 1000% necessary. She was scrunching pretty aggressively, and then she very gently let her hair down. Like I said earlier, I have seen her routine before. I am confused by that. I appreciate wanting to be gentle with the hair once you've finished applying the product, but if you're gonna apply the product that aggressively, and then 1 second later, gently put the hair back down, I'm just confused by that. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something.
For the most tiring and arm workout part of this whole ordeal is the gel. This has lasted me 2 years. So if you're debating on spending $10 on this, I advise that you do. This is where we're gonna burn our calories and tone our arms. Scrunch and scrunch. You could even lightly coat the hair with gel first, then scrunch. Gel is crucial if you wanna hold and tighten your curls. Keep the shape all day and also go like upside down. You could diffuse or air dry. I always diffuse. If you are putting heat on,
I agree with her about the gel portion being a bit of an arm workout. Ashley gets it. You have to scrunch in your gel a lot. And the more you scrunch, the more you are setting those hydrogen bonds in your damp hair where they need to be in their natural curl pattern. I wish her hair was a little bit more wet when she put the gel in her hair, and she didn't do that super careful thing with the gel. Maybe she did and just trimmed it out of the video. I also love that she diffuses. I agree with you, Ashley. Diffusing is where it's at.
on your hair. Heat protectant. I don't know where the other spray is, but this is the same exact heat protectant. Just in like a spray form. Like a lot. It takes quite a...
Man, she uses a lot of product. I like that she's using heat protectant. Let's see how she diffuses. If the diffuser is in contact with her hair, then it makes sense that she needed a heat protectant. But if she's gonna hover diffuse, I think that heat protectant may not have been absolutely necessary.
A bit of time, so I will see you when I'm done. My arms are on fire. Re-scrunch.
We didn't see how she diffused. Now she's scrunching out the crunch with an oil.
Your whole head, really break up the cast.
Yep.
Wow. Jersey is just different. Look at my hair. You guys thought my hair was fried off. Look at it. 10.
She has some really beautiful curls. Her curls are looking a tad bit stringy to me and maybe a tad bit weighed down. They're really beautiful. There's no arguing with the beauty of her hair. It looks great. If I'm looking at this as a curl coach and making small tweaks and small adjustments, I don't know her full hair care routine. I don't know when this video was filmed. Maybe some things have been changed and updated a little bit. I think she may need to seriously clarify her hair, get all of that product buildup off, and then after clarifying, do a really solid deep condition session with some heat. I like using the thermal hair care heat caps with my deep conditioner. I put on some deep conditioner, a shower cap, that thermal hair care hot head, let it warm up my curls. Then I want to see her do this routine again, but again, on soaking wet hair, and maybe just use 1/10 of the products. Use the water to get her curls to clump together instead of using product to get her curls to clump together. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Did you find this helpful? Is it fun going through different people's routines and seeing what they are doing, seeing their final result, and making small tweaks and adjustments to their routine for even better, shinier, healthier, bouncier curls? If you enjoyed this video, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up. as always, I sure hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!